Live across North Texas and beyond, this is the Jenna Ryan Show.
Ain't that America? You and me. Ain't that America? Little pink houses for you.
Jenna Ryan is a world-renowned speaker and thought leader, ranked in the 87th most influential person online by Fast Company magazine. Jenna Ryan has spoken to thousands around the world and is now speaking to you. So with all things real estate and beyond, here is Jenna Ryan.
Hello everyone. Welcome to my show. Welcome to our show. This is your show if you're listening today. I am Jenna Ryan. I'm a broker with Jenna Ryan Realty here in DFW. I sell homes. I help buyers and sellers with real estate throughout the Metroplex. And I also do this radio show every single Sunday. I'm here bringing it. I like to bring valuable information to the real estate market. And some really exciting stuff is happening for me and happening for the show. I'm so excited. The great thing is that, just a second, I got contacted by, see how excited I am? I'm just like, I can't take it anymore. It's so exciting. I was contacted by Hot on Homes, and they are looking for someone to come in and do some speaking events and some things and some collab. And so I'm going to be working with them, y'all. That is a TV show about brand new homes and a very well-known show at that. And so, my hard work is paying off. And I know there's other avenues for what I'm doing, and I just can't wait to see everything coming together. And, you just kind of chip away at that mountain. You climb that mountain, take one step at a time, and pretty soon you're high up on the summit, and you didn't even, and you get stronger and stronger as you go, and you get more and more viewers and more listeners. And that's what I'm all about. I want to be here for you. I want to provide information. And I am a working real estate agent, which means I'm not one of those that just sits back and waits for leads to come to me. I go out there and get things. I go out there and make things happen. That's just how I was trained. I started out in my, at 18 as a Kirby sales vacuum sales lady, like Ross Perot did. And I sold Kirby vacuums, and they called me Wonder Woman because I sold like you've never seen. And it was really difficult at first to learn to sell, but I was focused, and I focused on what I was doing, and I learned from, the really experienced men in the Kirby business, and they called me Wonder Woman. I sold 2 in one house. And I also have a lot of experience with, just calling, and I used to be a recruiter. It's a long story, but that's not what this show is about. Today, I am going to be talking to you directly about to those people who want to sell their home on their own, or who are thinking of selling their home and thinking about doing for sale by owner. Now, we have a really savvy marketplace nowadays. We have people that can just go on Zillow, and they can use the computer algorithm and find out what their home is worth sometimes. And people are savvy. We have the internet. And so they're thinking, why would I need to use a real estate agent? Why would I need to use a real estate agent whenever I could sell my home myself? Now, I will tell you that it is a very small population that will even attempt to do a for sale by owner. This is not your everyday person. This is a particular type of person, maybe a do-it-yourself kind of person who maybe doesn't trust anyone in the real estate market, or it's understandable. There's a sizable fee involved with selling your home. There's real estate fees. You pay a fee to the buyer agent. The seller pays the fee to the buyer agent, a 3% fee generally. That's not set in stone. However, if you want your home sold, you better pay. And then there's a 3% fee to the selling agent. That's not set in stone, but generally speaking, it's 6%. There's no price fixing. You can negotiate all of this. However, the market will dictate what it takes to sell your home. And the best, most qualified real estate agents, realtors, and brokers are always going to demand a premium for their process, for their sales ability. So what I'm going to talk about for sell by owner and why people would want to do that. Well, they would want to sell their home by themselves because they want to take out that 6% fee. That is understandable. Who wants to pay, $15,000 for selling your home? That sounds like a lot. But what I think the people that are doing for sell by owner do not really comprehend when they get into the process, because it sounds really easy. It looks like what we do is really easy. It looks like sitting up here and doing this radio show is really easy, doesn't it? I can make it look easy. However, this took a lot of practice, a lot of skill, a lot of building. I had to climb a little bit at a time to get to do what I'm doing. And as a real estate broker, I'm highly educated, not only, from the state. I'm, licensed by the Texas Real Estate Commission to be a broker. I mean, that's pretty heavy duty. Okay, because real estate is one of the most highly regulated industries in the United States. So I have this licensure. Not only do I have that, but I also have continuing education. We have to do all this continuing education, as well as I have market knowledge that there's no way that someone who just decides to sell their home is going to be able to garner. I'm doing this 24 hours a day. I'm working with real live situations. I'm working with real live buyers. I'm working with real live sellers. I'm working in Plano, Frisco, Dallas, Garland, Rowlett, McKinney, Prosper, Salina. I'm working in all of these places. I know what's going on. I have my pulse on the market. So there's no way that someone who doesn't, that maybe is a doctor or maybe is a lawyer even, or maybe is a, sells pharmaceutical sales or is a police officer. How would you like it if you're a police officer and I said, I just want to be my own police officer today, or I want to be my own doctor today. I'm going to be my own hygienist. Just give me that drill. Give me that, give me that scraper and I will scrape my own teeth. There's so much that you can miss throughout this process. And while the market is savvy, I understand that you do have information. I don't believe that the internet is ever going to replace the benefit of a human being who knows how to get a home sold, who knows how to get a home from wanting to be for sale to closed and funded. There's just thousands of things involved. So I'm going to give you an example. So I had someone that I contacted. They were wanting to sell their home themselves. And they actually, and this is rare, but every once in a while it happens. People do it. Most of the time they use real estate agents. But anyways, they did it and they're like, okay. So they ended up getting a contract. And then I end up getting a phone call and it's like, Jenna, come out. We want you to, list our home. Come to find out, the contract fell through. Homes that are of a certain price point, you have to have a real estate agent. But let me just go into my story. Okay, so the deal fell through. So even if you actually get a contract on your home, getting that home to closing is like, it's very rough. It's rough waters. It's difficult. It's a pain in the keister. It's not easy. That's why we get paid to do this. So anyway, I did my whole strategy with these people, which I have a comprehensive strategy that is second to none. People love what I do for your home. Anyway, I have this little strategy that I use to get top dollar for your home in this market. I used my little strategy. That home got under contract last night. Okay. At 10 o'clock at night, I am sitting on a Saturday night, mind you. I am sitting there doing a contract to make sure that these people go into execution by midnight for myriad reasons. These are reasons that affect their life, like how much they're going to have to pay on their new house and all kinds. I mean, there's all kinds of things at stake here. So you've got two professional people on both sides. There was a buyer broker and there was me, a selling broker. Here we are together at 10 o'clock at night texting each other, getting the final initials on this document. Why? Because it's an important document. It's not just I mean, it's a 9-page contract. It's not just like, scribbled down on a napkin that I want to buy your home. Yeah, okay. There is so much involved, and people don't realize that whenever they're just like testing out the market and going to see how much they can get for their house. So today, I'm talking about the very small percentage of the population who decide to go to Home Depot and put up a sign in their front yard that says for sale by owner. And I'm talking to you if this is something you've chosen to do. And I am persuading you that a trusted real estate agent, a broker, or a realtor is going to be able to bring value to the process and to the transaction. We are able to bring value in a million ways. I'm going to try to fit it in to the show today. But it's just incredible what we're able to do, and we're able to get more for your home. So the phone lines are open. Call me today, 214-787-1190. I'm giving a $25 gift certificate today. We'll be right back after this break.
After work.
See you guys tomorrow.
After picking up the kids. After a long day.
See what's going on here.
Hear Michael Berry.
You gotta get after it.
The Michael Berry Show, weekdays at 5 on Talk Radio 1190.
Dance to your own beat this Valentine's Day. Purchase $699 or more at Hellsberg Diamonds and get a free Mega Blast waterproof speaker plus power-up charger with built-in Amazon Alexa, a $339.98 value. Hellsberg quality, style, and selection make it easy to find that perfect something, and this incredible speaker makes it a blast. So hurry into Hellsberg Diamonds and dance out with this unbeatable offer while supplies last.
Once again, it's that time of the year where a lot of consumers are trying to beat the end of the year clock to buy a car. Start online at classicfleet.com. That's classicfleet.com. Then call Craig Thompson at 817-410-1560. That's 817-410-1560. It's the end of the year every day at the Thompson Group at Classic Chevrolet in Grapevine. The Thompson Group, your business elite dealer, online 24/7 at classicfleet.com.
War, poverty, and disaster have left millions of children around the world orphaned, abandoned, alone. When their parents can't be there, SOS Children's Villages is there in 134 countries, including the U.S. To make a difference in a child's life, go to sosusa.org.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Jenna Ryan Show. We're so glad to have you back. I'm talking like crazy about my favorite topic, which is selling homes and real estate, which is what this show's about. I'm so excited about my new collaboration with Hot on Homes. I'm going to be doing some events and things for them and teaching real estate agents how to sell, how to talk to people who are for sale by owner, how to talk to people who have expired listings, how to sell homes, and how to generate leads. That's what I'm going to be talking about for real estate agents, which is coming soon. And who knows what that will lead to. I think it's going to lead to great things. I just have a really good feeling about that. And today I'm educating the marketplace right now about for sale by owner. Okay. So, I was talking about how we were in the middle of the night putting the deal together. So the point being is when you have two people who are representing you, who are going to be paid a good amount, which is for what we do, staying home at 10 o'clock at night, 10:30, on the phone, on the text with you. If you're a good agent, some agents may not do this, but for me, if I'm working on your home, your home is my priority. I don't care if it's, 1 o'clock in the morning, who's going to be up that late. But if that's what it takes, I do anything it takes, jump through hoops of fire, because that home, I want it under contract because I'm out for your best interest. And if we need it done, we need it done. So the point being is when you have two professional, educated, savvy people who are going to get paid if a deal goes through, and who are looking after and who are also highly regulated, and if anything goes wrong on this deal, it could cost them money out of their pocket. You got two people like that on your side working together. That house is going to get to closing. You're going to have a much greater chance of that home going to closing than if you were to just, we have, John Smith and Larry Davis. Oh my heavens. There's clashes, okay? When you have a buyer and a seller, when they come together, there's this tension and this energy. You have the buyer's interest, you have the seller's interest, and you want a win-win situation. Well, if you're just selling your home yourself and you've got Larry Davis is out for Larry Davis, and John Smith is out for John Smith, and those two are going to clash. And the real estate agent, among 1,000 other things, serves as kind of like the padding to the clash and kind of smooths things over and makes sure that each party gets their needs met and gets their interests looked after, their financial and their legal interests. All your interests need to be looked after. And not only that, but just think of the interests you don't even know that you have. There's interests in a real estate transaction that you don't even realize you have. I teach people every day when I'm selling their house and they were trying to sell it on their own and they had no idea. They're like, really? I need to do that? I can do that? What does this mean? What's an option period? Well, this says that they are buying my home as is. Well, they don't understand the contract. The contract takes a lot of, understanding of the process. And while, it may sound like the commission is high for the real estate agents, it's much higher if you accidentally sell your home for too little. It's much higher than if you waste all your time selling your home to someone who falls through at the end. At the end of the day, I don't know the exact percentage, but it's like real estate agents get like 18% more for your home. So at the end of the day, you make up for their commission in that they're able to sell your home for a higher amount than you could sell it by yourself. Not to mention your time and all the stuff that goes into it, the showings and everything like that. Now, a lot of times people are, what some people are doing, most people just go and they have, a trusted agent. They go to Jenna Ryan. I'm a broker. They come to me. They trust me. They allow me to come in with my professional understanding knowledge, and they take my advice. That's 99% of the people. But there are also some people who, maybe they really just want to test the market. I hear that a lot because I call a lot of for sale by owners because it's fun, because I love it. I love calling people. I'll just call you up. And I get this a lot. We're just testing the market. We're just testing it out. And there's something on Zillow called Make Me Move. And so I contact these people and I say, okay. And they say, we're just testing it out. We're not in a hurry. We're just testing the market. Well, this is ancillary to what this is, the antithesis to what selling a home is all about. On the dating market, if you're dating, you don't want to be like, nobody's dating, nobody's asking you out. You have no dates lined up. You don't want to be like, I haven't had a date in 10 months. You don't want to be that way. You don't want to present yourself. You want to get your teeth whitened. You want to, do lunges. You want to look good. You want to look your best. That's how you sell a home. Well, that's how you sell yourself on the dating market. You don't go out there, looking like a slob and saying, I haven't dated anybody in a year. That's about the equivalent to saying we're not in a hurry. We're just testing the market. You're not really testing the market because the market can't be tested like that. You can't just go on Zillow and test the market, because testing the market would involve putting your home on the market and seeing what it really will do. Zillow is a wonderful app, and I highly recommend it, and I even use it sometimes. I sometimes use that algorithm as part of my pricing strategy. I really do. I will admit that they're getting better every day. That algorithm is great. However, they are sometimes high, and they're sometimes low, and they haven't been in the house. That algorithm has never been in your house. They don't really know. So that's one thing. That's one issue. The biggest issue is that you're not getting the entire marketplace when you go on Zillow. Just because you use Zillow every day doesn't mean that the whole market is going to be using Zillow every day like you. Not everybody uses Zillow. Some people rely only on their real estate agent to bring them homes. I have people that won't even go on the computer. They're just like, what are we going to see? So basically, when you go to sell your home, you want to get its supply and demand. It's like if you're dating, you want to be like, okay, I've got dates on Friday, dates on Saturday, and I am booked through Sunday. You don't want to be like you know what I'm talking about, okay? So your home, you want to have lots of people. I call it creating your home, making your home the hero of the market. So I like to create that sense of urgency. I like to have an open house that's flooded with people like I had yesterday, where we just had one after the other. We had people in there, really wanting this home. And we created a sense of urgency on the home. And that's what you want to do. If you put it on the MLS through an experienced, qualified, reputable, credible real estate agent like Jenna Ryan, like if you have my sign in your front yard, it's going to give credibility for your home in the marketplace. People are going to see that hot pink and go, I've got to. Did you know I put a home up day before yesterday? I hadn't even put the home on the market. I had people banging on their front door. Okay, calling me up, banging on, because I've got the coolest signs in the business, I believe. I've got some cool signs, and it's hot pink. Nobody else has these signs. And the home before that on Canal Street, I sold before it even hit the market. I think it's because of these cute signs, because nobody has signs like my signs. My signs are very unique, and they're gutsy. Who would do hot pink? The world is doing orange and green and, blue. Very, very, traditional colors. And I'm coming in here going, okay, hot pink it is. We're going to rock this out. Pop, make your house pop. And people are banging on the doors of my listings. And this is, not a home that's like $200,000 that people are already banging. This is like a $500,000 home. And people are wanting to get in it. So signage is huge. A for sale by owner sign from Home Depot, it's like it just doesn't have that sizzle. It doesn't make your home sizzle. It just is like, okay, what is this person going to be like? They're, you have to be really careful if you're an agent and you've got a buyer. Let's say you're an agent and you have a buyer. And I don't know if people that do the for sale by owner really understand what goes into having a buyer. I mean, a real estate agent doesn't just put all that money right in their pocket. We have to pay fees. We have, there's all this involved with lead generation and pre-qualification. And there's so much involved with dealing with the buyer that, it's worth it. If you want to try to deal with the buyer yourself, good luck. It's rough stuff. It is not easy. There's a lot involved. 3% is a pittance for what you have to do to get a buyer. Some buyers. Now, sometimes it's just easy peasy. It just goes right in and everything's sweet and wonderful. But generally speaking, there's relationships that had to be built. There's trust that had to be built. Trust that you're not going to have built with this just a stranger. If I have a network of people and I have a buyer that comes to me because they know me and they've known me for years, and I bring them to your home, then that's worth money. That's worth something. That's worth that 3% that the buyer agent is requesting, because they built that relationship that you do not have. And when it comes down to the nitty gritty, when it comes down to things getting really the tension mounting, a friend who has a relationship established with that buyer is going to be able to smooth things over, is going to be able to look after the buyer's interest, and also work really well with the realtor or the other broker, because we want to keep everything. We all want to have good reputation with each other. We don't want to fight each other. This is not like a battle. Whenever you have this scenario, you have a smooth transaction. You don't have a lot of questions. You don't have a lot of worries. You have to have someone that you trust. That's important. You have to trust that, hey, the USA, this home real estate market, this is regulated. This person comes highly recommended. This person has sold 10 million last year. She is on D Magazine's list. You know, that's a ranking. We don't pay for that. You either have it or you don't. You either have the production or you don't. I trust this person. It's a leap of faith for some people. Some people who are really, nervous about letting anyone take care of them and trusting anyone. It could be a leap of faith, but it's a leap of faith in the right direction, because at the end of the day, you will make more money on your home. And I'm going to explain that in the next segment. So we're going to go to break, right, Zach? Okay, going to break. We'll talk to you when we get back.
There's no room for bull hogs or egos here. We're not individuals with our own agendas. We practice as a band of brothers, and we win as a team. It's all for one and one for all.
Right corner, bang! A guns up 3 ball.
Right here on the Red Raiders Sports Network.
The Red Raiders take on the Oklahoma Sooners Tuesday, February 13th in Lubbock. Tip-off is at 6 p.m. The pregame show starts at 5:30 on Talk Radio 1190.
Napa know-how.
Why get Valvoline Full Synthetic Motor Oil at Napa for $5.49 a quart? Because that's a good price for high-performance oil. After all, nobody wants mediocre performance. I mean, when's the last time your boss said, here's a raise for being average? So get the good stuff at a good price. Valvoline Full Synthetic, just $5.49. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
General States pricing. Sales prices do not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer ends 2/28/18.
Want an easy way to brighten up your day? Get beautiful new window fashions from the #1 provider of custom window coverings in North America, Budget Blinds. It's easy because Budget Blinds does it all for you with style and service for every budget. We're your neighborhood experts, and we bring the showroom right to your home. Then expertly measure, install, and back it up with the best warranty in the business. Right now, we make it easier than ever with savings up to $500 on select window coverings. There's a reason why Budget Blinds is the #1 provider of custom window coverings in North America. See for yourself. Call 855-BUDGET-BLINDS now for a free consultation right at home. Call and get savings up to $500. 855-BUDGET-BLINDS. Or go online to budgetblinds.com. Brighten up your day the easy way. Call 855-BUDGET-BLINDS now. Offer good on select products at participating independently owned and operated franchises only. Ask for details.
Pros in the know start with Lowe's, because whether you're making updates to existing properties or building new construction, Lowe's saves pros time and money every day. Now through February 7th, get 25% off all in-stock kitchen cabinets. Plus, save 5% on every purchase every day when you use your Lowe's Business Credit account. So, Pro, now that you know, let's get started. See the Lowe's Pro Desk for more details. Offer subject to credit approval. Can't be combined with other credit offers. Exclusions apply. U.S. only.
Are you putting your retirement savings in a 401k, IRA, or investment account? Then I have one word of advice. Stop. Experts warn of a stock market crash any day now, and you could lose 50% or more of your hard-earned savings again. But you don't have to lose a penny. There's a better, safer way to save for retirement, and you can learn about it in a free report. This method continues to grow your money even when the market tumbles. To get this free report, go to bankonyourself.com. That's bankonyourself.com. Bankonyourself.com.
Celebrate Valentine's Day your way with gift cards from Kroger. Go out or stay in with cards for restaurants, theaters, gaming, streaming, and music. You'll love the huge selection, and you'll find something for everyone now at Kroger.
I love that song. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the Jenna Ryan Show. This is Jenna Ryan. I am a broker here in the DFW area. I've been in the real estate business for many, many years, and I've had my broker license, and I am rocking and rolling, selling houses like a banshee. I am selling. I'm working with buyers later on today. I'm going to show houses in the freezing cold, and I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. I'm also listing homes like crazy and having so much fun doing it. And one of my challenging things that I do to challenge myself, because I'm just a freak, I love challenges, is I contact people that are doing for sale by owner. The few people in the population who decide they want to sell the homes themselves. They don't really understand why they need a realtor or a real estate agent. They just decide that they're going to sell their homes themselves. And they go on to Zillow and they go to, this whole situation, make me move. And then they price their homes however the algorithm tells them to price their homes. And then they put a sign in their yard. They waste their money and put a sign in the yard that says for sale by owner. And then I call them and I say, hey, I got something to say. And then they're like, okay, well, let me just try this for a little while. Sometimes they're like, come on out. They're like, I've had 20 people call me. I don't know what it is about your voice, but I really am going to talk to you. I want to talk to you. I want to hire you. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I wonder what it is. I don't know. Maybe it's all this experience. Maybe it's this 30 years of sales experience bottled up inside, ready to sell your house like a banshee. And I'm your best friend in real estate. So I'm you can trust me. So anyway, okay. So they go on to Zillow and they expect to get, to test the market. All they're going to get are realtor calls. Okay. Now, if you've got a home that's 200 and under, that's a different animal. Go ahead. Do your for sale by owner sometimes. I mean, it's still the same. I would still get more for your house if I sold it. But what I'm really focusing on is, houses that are 250, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. You're going to try to sell that for sale by owner. Wow. You're going to end up needing to call me. You're going to end up needing to call an agent. You're going to need to end up calling that best friend you have that's in real estate and have them list your property, because what you're doing is just kind of not really doing anything, because 9 times out of 10, I would say 9.9 times out of 10, you're going to need to call an agent to list that property, and you've just wasted a bunch of time testing the market. If you want to be a real estate agent, you're welcome to come out and be a real estate agent with me. I'm hiring. Just get your license and let's rock this out. But if you want to sell your home correctly and you want to get top dollar and you want to keep the values up in your neighborhood and you want to rock it and roll it, and you want to get that deal to closing and you want to move into that new house, you really want to do this, then you need somebody who you trust, who's experienced, who's already doing it in this market. That's what you need. So one thing that a real estate agent will do is they will put your home on the MLS. Voila! That's huge. We pay fees to the MLS. We pay fees out the wazoo for the MLS. We are familiar with the MLS. There's certain strategies that we use in the MLS that we know. And you can Google all day, but you cannot get in my head. I have not put it all down on Google. Okay? So that's part of it. Now, you could go to some people say, okay, I can just pay $500 and put my home on the MLS. Yeah, you can do that. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, there's no way that is going to compete with my home. Like, okay, let's say we're next door neighbors. And let's say your home looks exactly like the home I'm selling. Okay? I'm listing a home and you're right next door. There is no, and you're going to for sale by owner your home, and I'm going to do it professionally. And we're going to do it at the same price. My house will sell faster. My house will likely sell for over list a lot of the times. My house will sell better. My house will get more showings because of the professionalism that goes underneath it all, that goes underneath all the processes that goes underneath the selling of your home. So what goes into that process? Well, one of the big things MLS, yes, you could do it. You could put yours on the MLS. Okay, so I want to give you an example. So I have buyers, and I go and I'm like, okay, we're going to go look at this home. It was in Wiley. It's a for sale by owner. Okay, so we go in, and there is this woman, and she is following us around the house. The husband is in the living room. The dog is out. The home is not staged. And the woman is following us around the house. This is a for sale by owner. This is what it's like to be a real estate agent. And every other house we go into, we're left alone. We put the key in the key box. We're able to show the home with nobody around. But in this one, this woman is following us around. And it is the most bizarre feeling. It's a bizarre feeling to have someone following you around. That's because this woman was not trained in how to sell real estate. She doesn't understand the psychology. You want this person to be left alone. Okay, now you could probably say, okay, fine. I'm going to sell my home myself. I'm going to save on all those fees, and I'm not going to follow the person around. Well, that's only one of 1,000 different things that are involved in selling your home. That's one of 1,000 different things. So there's also how your home looks, and that's a biggie. I would say that's one of the biggest reasons that my homes that I list sell so quickly and sell for top dollar, and we have bidding wars on the homes that I'm selling, is because the way I help the seller get prepared for selling their home. I mean, this is like, I don't mess around. What did that guy say? I should have printed it out, that guy. What did my client say? I posted it on Instagram at the Jenna Ryan Show. He said, your stage women are freaking amazing. Your housekeepers are, I don't know, phenomenal. And he had a crush on one of them. And then he said, my house looks like a completely different house. OMG. I mean, this is just the reaction that I get all the time. I don't post that on Facebook because I can't really post reactions on Facebook. It's hard. But this guy had texted it, so I asked him permission if I could post it. But I'm getting these reactions out of people in their own homes. So I go in, we get there, we stage the property, then I bring my housekeepers out. I'm talking, we get your home ready. We get your home sparkling. We get those windows sparkling. We get your home ready for the DFW market so that it's ready. And there's nothing. Now, a lot of times whenever you have a homeowner, they're not really ready to sell their home. Maybe they raise their family there and they're not really ready and they're emotionally tied to the property still. And so they may play around, and put their home on Make Me Move. They're sitting there and they know they want to get a bigger home, or they know they want to move upsize. They know they want to get one of those new homes in Phillips Creek Ranch. They know they want to, but they really are having a difficult time letting go of where they are because it is a change, and change is difficult. Change can be difficult, and sometimes, that's part of the mental process of doing it for sell by owner. But generally speaking, when you have a home that's like $400 and up, you're going to have to hire a realtor. You're going to have to hire someone to help you sell that home, because there's so much involved. Even if you have a perfectly staged home, there's something about that sign. There's something about, the other agents are going to be less inclined to bring their buyers to your home if it's a for sale by owner than if it is a listed by someone who's licensed. Because personally, it's not because you're bad. It's because we don't know who you are. If I have a buyer that is ready to purchase a home and it's freezing outside and I'm going to be showing them homes, I'm going to be much more inclined to direct those people to a home that has a licensed real estate agent, because I know what to expect, because we have protocol, we know the paperwork, than I am to take that person to a for sale by owner, because for sale by owner, I would be like representing I would be doing both sides for half the money, for half the work. Now, some of the people that are doing the very few people in the market who decide to do for sale by owner, some of them are unwilling even to pay the buyer agent fee. They expect buyers to just come on Zillow without a buyer agent, without a real estate agent, to just come on Zillow and purchase their home, and they don't have to pay any commission. Wouldn't that be wonderful? If it were a perfect world, in a perfect world, you would be able to just buyers, we're in a hot market. Buyers would not have real estate agents protecting their interests, their financial interests. They would not have anyone there to advise them on this process, major investment that you make about 2 to 3 times in your life, generally, this major investment. And they would have no one, and they would just come in and trust John Smith, that everything he's saying is correct. Okay, I'll buy the house. Okay. Well, you know what? That person is actually, what if something goes wrong? If something goes wrong, that person has legal remedy in the state of Texas. They can come and sue you. If there's something that was undisclosed, if there's something to do with the roof, if there's something to do with the plumbing. I mean, there's just so many things that could go wrong that they need to be advised about. It's not just like, wink, wink, hey, this property's fine. Yeah, everything's great. Those cracks, oh, they don't mean anything. Don't worry about that. Oh, the sound that the air conditioner's making, don't worry about that. Let's just sign here on this napkin. This will do it. This will do the trick. That's really unfair for the buyer. That's just not how it works. And it makes me laugh. I'm like, because I know at the end of the day, people are thinking they're going to do this. At the end of the day, they're going to end up calling me or calling another agent because they're going to have to. Because there's a reason that realtors have been around since the 1950s. I think my mom told me that. Thanks, Mom. My mom's a realtor in Arlington, Cheryl Brewer. There's a reason that there have been realtors around since the 50s. We're needed. There's a reason why you see real estate agent signs out there. It's because we're needed and we bring value at the end of the day. And so let's talk about some of the problems. I know, I get it. You get calls from a lot of realtors whenever you put your home up for sale by owner. And that's because buyers are not just walking around generally. Now, once in 100, you may get lucky. But you may get your contract, but then get that puppy to closing. Or you'll be calling me 30 days afterwards, after you've been all twisted into a stressed out ball. Not to mention showings. Showings are a pain. We have like this streamlined process. Ooh, I gotta go on break. I could talk all day. I'll be right back.
Tune in on Sunday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. on Talk Radio 1190 for The Shore Thing with your host, myself, Warren Shore. We'll talk anything and everything sports. Want to talk Rangers, Mavericks, Cowboys, Stars? We got it on Sunday night from 6 to 7 p.m. You can call in and join the conversation. Got some hot sports opinions. Love to hear from you. Give us a call, 214-787-1190. That's 214-787-1190. Sunday night, 6 to 7 p.m. right here on Talk Radio 1190.
What happened? You used to go hours without visiting the bathroom. Now it seems like you're constantly getting up to pee. Listen, the makers of Super Beta Prostate are introducing a new wonder pill, Super Beta Prostate P3 Advanced, with 3 key ingredients that are great for your prostate. To celebrate, your first 30-day supply is free. Pay shipping and handling. Get P3 Advanced free. Call 1-800-257-5251. 1-800-257-5251. 1-800-257-5251.
When you're hiring, you don't want to sort through dozens of irrelevant resumes. You want a short list of qualified candidates. That's why you need Indeed.com. Post a job in minutes. Set up screener questions. Then zero in on qualified candidates using an intuitive online dashboard. Daryl has hired with Indeed.
Nothing has been this simple, this easy, and this effective.
Discover why 3 million businesses use Indeed for hiring. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire. Search for greatness. Search Indeed.
Hi, I'm Chris with Cash Call Mortgage. With today's rising home values, Cash Call Mortgage is now offering a 15-year fixed-rate refinance at 3.5%, 3.646 APR, that lets you pull out up to tens of thousands in cash to pay off high-interest credit cards, car loans, do things around the house, or for anything you want.
My husband and I realized the best low-cost way to get a large chunk of cash was to take advantage of our home's value by refinancing. Chris got us a low interest rate, and we pulled $50,000 in cash out. We paid off credit cards and a few other things, and the whole process was super easy.
And Cash Call Mortgage pays all third-party closing costs on refinances. So make the cash call now at 855-875-CASH to see what you can save. Your house is your bank. That's 855-875-CASH.
First Mortgages, Impact Mortgage Corp. DBA Cash Call Mortgage
Mortgage, One City Boulevard, Orange, California, 92868, NMLS 128231. Equal housing lender, not licensed in all states, including New York. Call 855-657-9910 for licensing terms and restrictions. Not available in Washington.
That's 855-875-CASH.
Celebrate Valentine's Day your way with gift cards from Kroger. Go out or stay in with cards for restaurants, theaters, gaming, streaming, and music. You'll love the huge selection, and you'll find something for everyone now at Kroger.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Jenna Ryan Show. We're here today. I love that rockin' music. It really picks up my mood. It makes me feel good. I like that jamming beat. Okay, question. We have a question from someone on my Facebook. My Facebook is facebook.com/Jenna.Ryan1. And question, I am considering selling my home in about a year. When should I contact a realtor? Okay. If you're going to sell your home in about a year, you can contact a realtor now. You could contact a realtor now because that way you can speak with that agent or broker and find out the things you can be doing in the next year to prepare. Because some of the things you may want to do, if someone has a day, they're going to do different things than if they have a year. But if you have a year, then, I might recommend doing some adjustments to your home, like painting. Okay, but I'm not going to walk in. If you're a for sale by owner out there, I'm not going to walk into your home and say, I know there's a lot of agents that do this, and I am not one of them. And this would drive me nuts. If I were a seller, I'd be like, okay, there's the front door. You can go there. But most realtors are great. But if anybody came into my house and started telling me I needed to paint this and paint that and do this and do that, that's not what I am at your house to do. I want to sell your house in the condition that it is in. If there's something, if you say, Jenna, what can I really do? And I see that everything in your home is done except you have gold doorknobs and you're handy, I might tell you to go ahead and change out the doorknobs. That might bring a little extra pop to the house. But we shouldn't have to do those things. We shouldn't have to remove that border in the kitchen. We shouldn't have to do that because we should price the home appropriately. And I stage the homes. My stagers, I have the best stagers, and I'm not giving out their name because they are the best. My stagers, we come in and decorate the home where you don't even notice the border. You don't even notice, the paint color. Now, if we put the home on the market and we don't get the response that we want, then sometimes I will recommend doing some painting. Like I had a home in Frisco that was like $600,000, and it had dark cabinets, but all of our and had the wine country look, those colors, and it just wasn't selling. And all of our competitors had white cabinets and gray, and there's just no way that home was going to get top dollar or sell at all without some rehab. So we ended up getting painters out there and painting the cabinets white and the walls gray. Now, that not all the walls, just enough to sell the home gray. Now, that may happen, but as a general rule, I don't come in and start telling you to, get granite and change the floors. We price it accordingly because right now the market is so hot that people are going to buy, a home and know that they're going to put the floors in themselves. I have a showing today on a home that is in Plano that had 21 showings yesterday. Okay, 21 showings and 7 today. I have cash buyers. Now, someone might say, well, if the house is that hot, why would I have to pay a real estate fee? Well, let me tell you, a real estate agent knows how to handle multiple offers and knows how to pull the most in, knows how to pull in the most offers, knows how to pull in the most showings, and knows how to get the most out of the contract for you. So that's why it's so vital. Even if you've got the hottest home, it is the best home you've ever seen, going it alone, you're just throwing money out the door. I've seen people that were selling their home themselves. They contacted me. I came in. I said, I need 5 days. Give me 5 days. They're like, I've got a contract right here. Okay, I'll give you 5 days. So I take 5 days, and I'm like, oh, no, what did I just do? And in 5 days, I get them a contract that's $20,000 over what the last contract was. Okay, so there's a lot more money out there than people realize, and they think, oh, well, Zillow says I can get, $270. Well, what you don't understand is we may be able to get $300 and get an appraisal clause in there, but you may not know where to put that appraisal clause. You may not understand all of the process involved here, and you may just be leaving money on the table. So this gentleman was able to pay my fee and put money in his pocket, and he didn't have to deal with all of the rigmarole that goes on behind the scenes, back and forth. And his interests were protected. His financial interests were protected. His legal interests were protected. If you have someone you trust, that's the important thing, is you have to really trust your agent. You have to, check out their credentials, make sure that they are licensed, make sure that they are someone who is selling a great deal of homes, that they're not just, they sold one home last year. You want somebody that's done 10 million, 20 million. You want someone who's going to be actually the person that's selling your home. Like for me, the cool thing is I have 30 years of sales experience. I'm a go-getter, and I'm the one who sells your home. So I don't have a gigantic team right now under me, so you won't be dealing with people that are underneath me. You're dealing directly with me. So that's like you got a hungry beast selling your home, which is what I am. Not a hungry. Yeah, I am I'm hungry. I like money. I like making money. I like selling homes. I like the adrenaline rush it gives me. I like the credibility it gives me. I love making my clients happy. That feels really good to me. Taking care of my clients, and I'm sure that my clients who may be listening right now would vouch for that. That really my first priority is to help my client. Like, I don't care, what's more important to me than my own pocketbook is to help my client. And that's how you get a good reputation, and that's how you get referrals, and that's how you sell 10 million in a year. It's not by being, by being crappy and by being, shady. And there's very few shady agents. It's a really trusted market. There might be some new agents who just don't have the experience. But as far as shady, I think that's a little bit overrated. I don't think you're going to hear a lot. You don't hear a lot on the news about a realtor who, ripped off John Doe, because we just can't. We are like walking on a tightrope, making sure that our clients' needs are taken care of. Now, you may have some that are new or maybe in it part-time, barely working it. They may be someone that may not know what all to ask, but every single day I learn as an agent something new. I learned something new to ask. I learned something new to check out in a house. I learned something new about construction of a house. Nobody knows it all. Even if I don't care if you've been doing this for 20, 30, 40 years. I guarantee every day you're going to learn something new about a home. And so that is no match to someone who's just like, oh, well, the market's great. I'm just going to check it out. I'm just going to put my house on the market. I'm going to do make me move. If somebody wants to make me move, I might move. And I saw the homes for sale in the area, and that's how I came up with my price. And we're not really in a hurry. That's basically like, me not brushing my teeth and going on a date and telling the date that I haven't had, a date. Nobody's asked me out in 10 months, 2 years. I haven't had a date in 2 years. I'm just checking things out. Ew! Who wants to go out with that woman? I wouldn't. I mean, you've got to be rocking and rolling, and, you got to have that house set up like it is the hottest thing out there. Not just, oh, we're not in a hurry. So you not being in a hurry is not good for telling anyone. People think that that's like making them look good. Oh, I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in any hurry. That is like the worst. That makes you look like, okay, I'm leaving. Because you want to be in a hurry because you want to create that sense of urgency so that you can create that sense of, oh my gosh, I've got to hurry up and purchase this home. If you're not in a hurry, then that makes the buyer go, oh, they're not in a hurry. I can make an offer next year. I can make an offer next week. You know, you better be in a hurry in Dallas-Fort Worth if you want to buy or sell a home. You have to be in a hurry. You know, if I see like today, I'm going to go show a home that has had 30 showings this weekend. We are in a hurry. Their deadline is 5 o'clock, and we have got to get our butts. If they like the house today at 2, then I have to run home, say hello to my puppy, Tanner, and write up that contract right there. I have to write it up on Sunday, no matter what time, before 5 o'clock. I have to get it over there, and it has to be high, and it has to be the best, and it has to give everything that, you know, the buyer agent and the seller needs. I can't just mess around. So you need to know exactly what your home is priced at as well. You really need to know how to price your home. And a lot of people, you can't just say, oh, well, the home across the street sold for, you know, $350. That has nothing to do with your home. It could have something to do with your home, but you really have to be trained and understand what exactly your home should be sold at. You know, there's just so much involved. So I guess to wrap it up, I would say that you want to be in a hurry. You want to have an experienced, qualified, trustworthy realtor, broker on your side to protect your financial and legal interests. And you want to call Jenna Ryan to sell your home or to buy a home. And my phone number, my cell, is 972-510-9177. If you put your home on for sale by owner, I will be calling you. Get ready for that. And if you want to email me, you can email me at jennaryanrealty@gmail.com. This is Jenna Ryan. Thank you for listening to my show. I will see you next week.
The Jenna Ryan Show. All things real estate and beyond. If you're in the market for a new home or planning on selling your home, if you want to know what's going on in the DFW area or who the movers and shakers are in our community, tune into the Jenna Ryan Show.